Today's Stuff Like the Toonz is gonna spike your conditioning so you can carry that weight wherever you go. Bang. Yo dudes and dudettes, your friendly neighbor JaxBlade here, and don't worry, yeah, this cigarette's fake and I don't condone smoking. It wouldn't actually help you with this training routine, so Spike, come on now man, what's wrong with you? But for today's workout, we're going to be covering Spike Spiegel, the badass bounty hunter from Cowboy Bebop who studied Jeet Kune and just does a ton of martial arts and has a ton of fitness skills that he's able to just run miles and fight for hours on end and just be a complete beast. So today's workout routine is going to help you specifically with that. See, I sort of look like Prince and MJ in this outfit. Yeah, this is not my real hair, it's a wig, people. Now, as many of you know, I'm a colossal Bruce Lee fan. Like, I just love seeing him go at it, you know, stuff like that. Like, I love watching his fight scenes, and I love the fact he created a whole martial art called Jeet Kune, which I freaking adore. And I actually have the entire book for it right here. I have so many Bruce Lee books, it's not even funny in my room. But like for me, I'm more of a boxer, especially like I like Hajime no Ippo. I've been watching a ton of that again, so some of my kicks are a bit rusty right now, but I really love Hajime no Ippo. It's a great series if you haven't seen it. And this is the style that Spike uses. Now in this book, it actually gives you a couple routines to get they give you like strength training to do for Jeet Kune. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this fitness program that they give you to help you become a better athlete in Jeet Kune and just modify it for today's Stuff Like the Toonz and make it like something you can do in your bedroom. Like for instance, remember the first time we ever saw Spike training? He was in his bedroom, like or in his like room, this dark room, just doing Jeet Kune, practicing his martial arts, shadow boxing, and practicing all that stuff. So that's what this program is going to be. It'll be a routine that Spike did in the comfort of his like dark room that you don't need much space for, so you just need your entire body weight for this program. Another thing I want to bring up is the fact that I really do believe that if you want to get like super into Jeet Kune, you should just honestly take a class with like a master in it, because that is going to help you the best. Because here's the thing, like I see all these things online of people like say fight like this character, do this, do that, and I can see where it will be beneficial, but if you've never sparred someone before, then you can get picked apart pretty easily, okay? Because like you can learn all these techniques and learn all these certain fighting moves, but if you've never actually put them in with like live resistance, then you will get like folded pretty badly, okay? Like, so that's why it's very important to learn sparring, because with sparring, you learn timing and distance, you learn whether you can take a hit, and also people get scared if they are sparring because it's like, I've never been hit before in my life, I don't want to do this. Like, there is such a thing as light sparring, and as a matter of fact, light sparring is quite beneficial for both parties, like as freaking Ramsey Dewey would always tell you, because like the way light sparring works is just like you're fighting someone, but like all you do is like you tap, and anyone who tries to say like, oh, that's some bitch man shit, no, it's fucking idiot, because those are the people that get CTE in their brains and then have like horrible older years, but we're not gonna talk about that. So like, remember, I always say on this channel, healthy habits are what I'm always promoting, all right? So sparring will help you get that timing distance down, maybe throw in a little hard sparring every now and then, but do not focus like primarily on it, because that can lead to a lot of concussions and brain damage if you were just getting rocked every single day, and that's not good, because brain health is what you're gonna have for the rest of your life. Your body will eventually get weaker than it currently is, but as long as you keep this healthy, you will go far. So with that made very clear, drink your water, do your warm-up routine. I have 3 on my channel, and let's get right into this workout. Booyah. All right, to start off this exercise, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing speed bags forward and speed bags reversed. All you're doing is just moving your arms how I'm doing right here in this circular motion. So do 3 sets of 30 seconds forward and 3 sets of 30 seconds reverse, or you can just constantly do like a minute each, so like 30 seconds forward, 30 seconds back. This is great for not only helping you develop like fluid motion, but also helping you to warm up the elbows and shoulders and just get nice blood flow everywhere. So when you're doing the shadow boxing later and you're doing those certain exercises, your arms are going to be certain warmed up, like extra warmed up. Now you should have done your warm up before this, but this is just going to be something to do to make your workout routine even better, and also just give you fluid motion to be like water, my friend, as that's what Spike and Bruce always promote it, and this is just phenomenal for helping you develop this fluidity.
You gotta be fluid. Huh? You have to be like water. You see what I'm saying?
First exercise I'm gonna have y'all do is isometric pause god makers, or push-ups as we call it, but we always call them god makers on our channel because every anime character uses them to get super strong. So that's what we're gonna be doing. But what you're gonna do is you're going to get in the push-up position, and instead of going like up and down, just doing a casual push-up, what you're going to do is you're going to pause at the bottom, pause in the middle, and pause at the top. And you can pause for 5 seconds, and what you wanna do is you want to do this for about 45 seconds. You can like switch whichever one you want to do, but as long as you make sure you hit all 3 areas, the lower part, the middle part, and the top part of the push-up, that is what's going to give you those strength results and help you build a nice isometric strength as well when doing this exercise. Because Bruce Lee was all about isometrics, and this was actually one of his favorites, as he mentioned in the Bruce Lee book of Art of Expressing the Human Body. Ha! Right over here. So yes, great for increasing strength, but not necessarily mass, but also great for just incorporating into your martial arts skill, because Bruce Lee was just always talking about isometrics and how beneficial they are. And coming this month of Halloween, I was certain tough like the Toonz for that, but you'll see it soon. And for this exercise, we're gonna do 3 sets of 45 seconds. It's gonna burn like hell, but that's the point of it. It's gonna be working you. And depending on what type of workout you want, if you want to be more cardio based, you can rest between 30 to 45 seconds between sets, or you can rest 70 seconds to 90 seconds between them. Just whatever one you feel comfortable with, they both will work effectively for this workout. Next up, we've got lunge kicks supersetted with bicycle crunches. So what you're gonna do is you're going to do a back lunge, like a reverse lunge, stepping back, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna step forward and kick as hard as you can. So what you do is just get down, lunge, kick up. Get down, lunge, kick up like I'm doing here. This is a great way to build up that leg strength and also build up that power and speed. And if you can't, you're not as flexible to go that high, then just do what I'm doing right here. Like you can do a knee as well. Like you can do a knee, or you can do a partial kick. Just try to go at the best of your ability. The reason I designed these workouts is so everyone of every level can get a great workout from them. So go at your own pace and like do it. So what you wanna do is you want to do 15 of those each side, and then what you're gonna do after you finish the other side, you're gonna go immediately down to the ground and do 60 seconds of bicycle crunches. So make sure you're contracting the core, blowing out the air at the top of the movement so you really feel that transverse abdominis working and get those obliques and everything contracting and feeling it. Just, it's gonna burn like hell, but it's gonna be so worth it. And then after you finish that superset, you're going to go right into a rest of, again, 30 seconds to 45 seconds, or do you wanna do 70 to 90 seconds, whichever you prefer, what type of workout you want, depending on what type you want. But you're gonna do 3 sets of those back to back. So remember, you're going to go 15 right leg, 15 left leg, then you're going to do the bicycle crunches after you finish the 15 on the left leg, and then you're going to do those for approximately 60 seconds, and then you're going to rest either 30 seconds to 45 seconds, depending on what you want to do for yourself. After that, we're going to go into clap push-ups. I love clap push-ups because they're great for building that power in the punches and the speed, so you get the going in there for you. So I really love clap push-ups. They're really great for building speed, power, and hand speed just all over. I said like speed 3 times, but that's what it is. Speed is power. Speed is power.
Ludicrous speed! Go!
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna do 3 sets, 30 seconds, as many as you can do. And remember, if you're not strong enough to do those, you can do them on your knees. Those clap push-ups are going to be supersetted once you finish those 30 seconds with standing side leg raises. Now, standing side leg raises are just what they look like right here. All you're doing is standing up, keeping your hands up like you're guarding yourself, and you're raising the leg up to the side. This is working the abductors of the leg. And also, this is great for knee health and knee stability. It's also working your butt too, and also helping you build more flexibility. And I want you to do 10 of those on each leg. And if you're not flexible enough to do them, then you can easily just do a pendulum leg swing, where you just swing the leg back and forth like I'm doing right here, and you're just lightly raising it up. This is also, I use this in my warm-up video when I did a Kemi's warm-up from however the dumbbells you lift. But this is a phenomenal exercise just to help you get a lot of blood flow and flexibility in the leg, and also help to strengthen it as well. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do pull kicks each leg. And what I mean by that is, what I want you to do is imagine that like you're grabbing your opponent's arms, pulling them forward, and then kicking them right in the chin. So like you grab, pull, kick them in the chin. This is also working your upper traps and upper back as well. And also some biceps too, surprisingly, because you're pulling like this. If you actually had like a band, you are doing like a face pull movement, and what you're doing is you're just like pulling them in, kicking the hell out of this person in the face, because Spike is known for kicking people in the hell out of the face. Grabbing, pull, kick, grab, pull, kick. You know, it's just a fun exercise, and we're gonna do this for about 15 reps on each leg, and we're gonna do 3 sets of those again. So it's another full body workout, working the upper body, working the lower body, helping you to get that power and speed, and also giving you the ass kicking ability if you needed it. Another thing I think is super important is the ability to dodge opponents. So if you have a friend who like can just throw these at you, or a friend to spar with, be even better. But like if you want to like just increase your reaction speed so you have better reflexes, you can get a tennis ball and then just like throw it against a wall and then dodge it like that. Like it's just like you're building up the, okay, I see it coming. Make sure you keep your eyes open. And what you want to do is you want to incorporate that in for about like, try to go 30 seconds without getting touched. So it's just like boom, 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 and that is going to help just build up that reaction speed. Again, I highly suggest if you can spar to spar, because it's much better and you can get timing down, especially depending on how fast your opponent is. But again, if you can't, then this is just a nice little drill you can do to increase it. So you're just throwing against a wall, slip, throw against a wall, slip. So that's because Spike is always slipping punches and going under and it's opening up. So that's just another thing you can do for that. And I would throw that in there for about 3 sets of 45 seconds, or just, you know, 3 sets of 20 reps, trying not to get hit. And the last thing, or heck, it would be the first thing, or something you can just make it entire day, is just shadow boxing. Now for me, I'm more of a boxer, like I said, so I love, because I've been watching a ton of Hajime no Ippo again, so like some of my leg kicks are kind of sloppy at this point, but like I've been practicing a bit more, but I just gotta get better at it. You know, I just gotta get better. I always say this every time, but you know, just I'll practice on it. I just really love the boxing thing, because Ippo got me on that hype train again. Love Ippo, such a great series. Go watch it. Also watching Megalobox, amazing. Might do a Gearless Joe, Tough Like the Toonz. Keep that in mind. Just wanted to say it. Yeah, but with shadow boxing, all I really want you to do is just imagine you are fighting an imaginary opponent. Like again, like how Spike does it, he is imagining someone, and you can use whatever fighting style you want. It doesn't have to be Jeet Kune Do. Like there are tons of like great moves of Jeet Kune Do in this book right here that you can do. But for me, I like the combination of boxing and just surprising and stuff like that. But again, it really depends on what type of fighter you are, because you can do literally any type of sparring. You don't have to fight exactly like Spike if you don't feel like that meets your needs. You can do Muay Thai. You could do freaking like practice your jiu-jitsu if you want. How like I have a friend who actually practices shadow jiu-jitsu, and it's actually funny to watch, but he's a beast at jiu-jitsu still, so it works. But then like just practice whatever you want. Like you don't have to do the exact same thing as Spike. Like for me, when I'm doing these, I was trying to mimic that exact scene that Spike was doing at the beginning. So like when I'm like jumping around, kicking super high and stuff like that, doing the punch, punch, kick, kick, punch, punch, kick, kick. When I'm doing these certain things, I'm doing it just trying to mimic like Spike, just to see what it would feel like. And some of it is pretty cool. Like I didn't realize I was as flexible as I was with the like high kicks and stuff like that. But yeah, I just need to get back into my feel of kicking high again, because I'm more of a just like go in like Mike Tyson, peekaboo, boom, 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 you know, stuff like that. So it really just depends on what I prefer doing. But yeah, just shadow box. And shadow box for about like 30 minutes. You can do rounds if you want. Now, what I suggest you to do, like for if you want to do the Spike Spiegel thing right here, like because I practice a lot with this stuff just because it's fun. I would suggest doing 5 3-minute rounds. So you would do like, okay, I'm gonna fight as hard as I can for 3 minutes, then rest a minute. Then I'm gonna go in and do 3 minutes, and it's just like you're fighting an actual fight, but it's just against an imaginary person. This person could be whoever you want to fight, whoever, it doesn't matter. Just as long as you're keeping at it, breaking the sweat, going after it. And this is pretty much something that Spike Spiegel would do for himself in like an entire thing. So let's go over this entire program one more time. First exercise we're going to have y'all do is isometric push-ups, and you're going to do 3 sets of 45 seconds. So these are pause isometric push-ups, and you're going to just alternate doing high, low, medium, and hold each of those for 5 seconds, and then go up, down, left, right, and then you can switch positions however you want. 3 sets, 45 seconds. Then after that, we're going into bicycle crunches and lunge kick, where you can either do which one you want to do first, and you can do the lunge kick, which is going to be 3 sets of 15 each leg, and then superset with bicycle crunches, 3 sets, 60 seconds, and then you rest again a minute or 30 seconds depending on what conditioning you want for yourself. Then we're going into clap push-ups, which you can do for 30 seconds, and like just try to get as many as you can, 30 seconds. And remember, if you're not strong enough, you can always use your knees, and then mix those with standing side leg raises. And remember, like you're just going to do 15 of those each leg, and 3 sets of those as well. But if you're not flexible enough, you can always do pendulum legs as well. Then we follow up with pull kicks each leg, which is going to be just 3 sets each leg, and you can do 12 to 15 if you want, and then just keep doing those over and over. Then we're going into our tennis ball training just to get the dodging in, and you can either do 3 sets of 20 dodges each side, or you can just do them for time, so 3 sets of 60 seconds or 40 seconds or 30 seconds, whatever you feel comfortable with. Just don't wake up your parents with the loudness. And then, you know, go into shadow boxing. And shadow boxing, we want to do 5 3-minute rounds, but if you really want to be a beast, you can do it beforehand. Or you can actually make shadow boxing an entire day of its own, and then you can have like an entire day where you go, oh, I want to maybe do 12 or 10 rounds if you have conditioning like that, because it's just like, oh, it's going to help you trim up really fast, help you burn fat, also help you increase as a fighter just because you're doing it, and then it just make you feel a lot more fit and active afterwards. So that's something to keep in mind too. But otherwise, you could just do 3 sets of 3-minute rounds after this. But of course, something I just want to mention up is something I think would help a lot of people is distance running. Now, Spike is able to just run consistently and not like get gas, and I think that's really a great sign of fitness. Like, if you're able to just run 3 miles or 5 miles without getting gas, you are a beast. And there's this demonization of like doing cardio like that now, when a ton of boxers still do it and they're freaking great. So what I suggest doing as well, like during the beginning, you can either do it at the beginning of the day or the end of the day, is just running 3 to 5 miles at whatever pace you want, but trying to get like 3 miles down or gradually build up, like do 1 mile, 2 miles, 3 miles, 4 miles, and then just like gradually build up, and then do that for about 3 days a week, and just try to keep building up to it. Of course, do your warm-ups, of course, stay safe, of course, build up gradually, but do not do this thing of just like, oh, I'm just gonna do sprints and stuff like that. You can incorporate sprints into your thing, but make them part of your distance running, because like sprints are great for helping you build up your conditioning and help you burn fat and build muscle. But if you're trying to go for long distances, then it's just like, oh, I'm darting, stop, darting, stop, darting, stop. So I want you to be able to consistently keep going, so you can alternate however you do it. But dudes and dudettes, I hope you enjoyed today's Tough Like the Toonz. I hope you learned something. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon down below so you can know whenever I do another Tough Like the Toonz. Next one's gonna be Pig Boy, so I'm super excited for that one. And yeah, thank you all so much for sticking with me. Tough Like the Toonz is my baby.
Oh my god! Fuck! I love
Tough Like the Toonz.
And I cannot wait to keep doing other ones, because I have a ton planned for this year, and they're all gonna look freaking amazing. But thank you all for watching. Keep calm, booyah on, and don't forget, Moment Tai. Train hard. Bang. I like the speed.